trying to.
Fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint them.
Everything good, MP?
Objects in motion, stay in motion.
What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And we welcome you to the championship game of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. This is a big night in the NBA season.
And guys, it really is. These teams have worked so hard to get here, and they're both looking to get their hands on the trophy. I don't think they'll hold anything back. This is going to be a good one.
This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. You look at the Timberwolves, they still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And now for the Cavs, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league, and thus far, they have not disappointed.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the beast, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. I'm from Minnesota. Collins is out there with Carter. Then there's Jalen Green. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And Greg, this one-off championship game, how does that change the strategy for these coaches?
Kevin, I think you're going to see some tighter rotations. I think the stars play a little more. Maybe a curveball game plan-wise as well. But it is also great prep for the postseason.
And how about this run to the NBA Cup Championship for MP? From the start, he's made a point to tell us he wants the cup.
And his play has been incredible. The MP's led this team. It's been about more than what he's done on the floor. He's also led by example. And tonight for MP, it's all about enjoying the moment, playing to your potential, and hoisting that trophy.
Outside Edwards. Hunter against Carter. Outside Green. Outside Collins. No good with the triple. Cleveland with the ball. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
It's been impressive, and the question now really is, who is going to figure out a way to stop this crew? Each time out, they're finding new ways to win. That is dangerous for your opponent. Really a myriad of ways in which they're coming at you.
There's Green with the three. He doesn't hit that one. Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Shots good by the Beast.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. His precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time, really a terrific ability.
Now here's Green. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's Mobley, the pass to the Beast. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Collins against Mobley. Collins, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Norberg. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Here's the Beast. Last game he had 28 points. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Carter pulls it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team and preparing for the worst. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Shot by Collins, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And Green gets it to go.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. For Cleveland, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Outside Gordon. To the middle. Here's Salon. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Edwards. Still without a basket. Allen outside. Carter sets the pick for Allen. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here is Carter. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Knocks down the 3-ball. Green's got 8 points.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Here's Salon. Mobley a screen on Edwards. Here's Salon. Mobley a screen on McDaniel. Salon, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Allen surveying the D. And here's Green outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
It is starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now here's Green. He's got 11. And stolen by Mobley. 6 seconds separate. Oh!
Aaron Gordon with the nasty dunk.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Green kicks to McDaniel. Carter sets the pick for McDaniel. Inside. Minnesota again turning it over. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers on top, up 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone, to this NBA Cup championship game. The second quarter is just beginning here. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
McDaniels is out there with Little. Then there's Allen. And it's Hood in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Drains the three-pointer. Butler's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. Pass to Little. Now Allen, defended by Alexander Walker. Allen in the post. Diabate grabs the board.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Gordon. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Allen passes to Hood. To the wing on the left. Here's Norberg. Off target with his 3. Cleveland leading by 5. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Diabate. Gordon outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And the defense having no time to get to Aaron Gordon. Automatic.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Norberg, defended by Butler. Here's Norberg. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
There's the steal. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it goes down 2 points. Well, so far, this NBA Cup final has lived up to the hype. It's been a competitive game.
Yeah, and both teams came ready to play because they know what's at stake. A trophy, prize money, and a chance to raise a banner.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. John Collins, he's checked in for Hood. Edwards comes in for Little. And Jalen Green subbed in for Allen. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Allen's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Green comes in for DeAndre Hunter. The Beast, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Butler. Here's the Beast. 5 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Launches it from deep. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And they continue to control the glass.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Detroit had a huge game. He ended up with 28 points and wore the defense down with his three-point shooting. They've been winning lately, and he's been the main reason as to why. We'll see if they can keep it up. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Every teammate in talking with them before the game says how much faith they have in him. They'll keep getting it to him.
And here is Green. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Here's the Beast. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And all around the run that time before dropping in. The Beast's got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
From deep, Green. Allen with the rebound. Last game for the Cavaliers, they picked up the W against the Pistons in Detroit.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory. Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Now here's Allen. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. Here's Green. Can't hit that one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Beast, nice touch on the bank shot. The Beast's got 14.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead. A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Timberwolves trail by 20. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
This is a Cavalanche. It's a Cavalanche. Let's see what comes.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Benton's checked in. And checking out some numbers for Jalen Green.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Outside Collins. To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Sarong.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Evan Mobley's checked in for Green. Both free throws good from the Beast. Minnesota shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Here's Edwards. And off the foul, and in it goes. Edwards got his first points of the game.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
The Beast can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's the Beast. They grab their own miss. And so it's Cleveland. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for joining us. And first off, let's take a look at the players of the week. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's
the
different.
Best player
That's
of the
for sure.
league.
Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody. Kenny always knew what the floor looked like.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far in the season. Fans are loving it. It's now really a new favorite time of year, guys. I'm telling you. And you know, the best part of it, Ernie? It gets me excited for Thanksgiving.
Man, how quickly we go from hoops to food. I'm already getting excited about that big old fried turkey, the stuffing, some good gravy, mashed potatoes.
Oh, say more.
Make sure you thaw the turkey out first, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Jalen Green representing Fresno. Tough. 14 points. I got 16.
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Beast out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Beast's gotten 6 baskets in 14 attempts. Outside, Green. Remember, tonight does not count towards the regular season.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shots good by the Beast.
I always wonder about those bigger guys, how much easier a read is like that, and Allen finds the open guy set up to shoot it.
And so Green will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 16-point game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Outside Collins. Pass to Green. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And it's blocked. The Cavaliers another fast break opportunity here. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Edwards. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Norberg. Traps in the tray. He's got 10.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Minnesota with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Good. 24 points for the Beast.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Green. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Diabate's checked in. And Gordon subbed in for Evan Mobley. And here's Edwards from the arc. And no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Alexander Walker passes to the Beast. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 19. Poked loose. One-on-one here. Here's Gordon. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Man, has this offense been running? I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Norberg. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 21. They set the pick. The Beast passes to Mitchell. Here's the Beast. Lets it go with the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight. 1:53 left in the third. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now, here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. Shots good by the Beast.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Little, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Allen subbed in for Green. Now McDaniels, scoreless thus far. For three, Edwards cans it from downtown.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's the beast, Allen defending. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Another three for Cleveland.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Allen. Tight defense on him. Left side, Edwards. Diabate grabs the board. Cleveland has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. The Cavaliers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. That free throw good from the beast. Whitehead's checked in for the Timberwolves. On a switch here also for Cleveland. Green's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. The Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Allen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the line for him here. He's off on the first. John Collins, he's checked in for Whitehead. And he sinks the second. Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. They get it back. Diabate off with the layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Pass to McDaniels. And here's Little. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And so it's Cleveland, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And it's the fourth quarter of the NBA Cup Final. So close to crowning our champion. Jalen Green is out there with Allen. Then there's McDaniels. Then it's Collins. And it's Little in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Salon. And here's Green outside. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Allen. Outside Green. The tray. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Butler. Well, Greg, as we play the fourth quarter, the winner tonight will have a chance to do the double.
Yeah, they call it that in soccer, winning the double. Take home the regular season title and the cup title in the same season. In our case, it'd be a win tonight plus an NBA title. And that's a tall task, but hey, they're halfway there.
Minnesota shooting just 34% from the floor. Pass to Allen. Back to Green. Three-pointer. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Green. Here he goes. And that one drops for him.
And once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Butler passes to Allen. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
Here's Salon following the basket by Jalen Green. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. There's the pick for the three. Edwards, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Butler kicks to Allen. Pass to Roddy. They kick it out to Green. Connects from three-point range. Green's got himself on the board with three there.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Edwards, that's good.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Here's Salon. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. To the paint. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Outside, Green. Pass to Allen. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Roddy. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Roddy's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Norberg, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Butler passes to Allen. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. It's Allen on the wing. Green with a screen for Butler. And Cleveland again with the bucket. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Outside Collins. Green kicks to Edwards. Takes a three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cleveland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Pass to Roddy. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage, for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
There's 49 seconds left in the game. Pass to Collins. Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the wide open shot from Green sinks the three-pointer.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
The Beast can't hit. Outside Collins. And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season, the winners of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy, and man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Katina.
Watching you tonight, it looked like you.
Been chasing a common goal for months, catching first sight of that goal. But we're far from finished. Everyone in the locker room is laser focused on the task at hand, and that's at the top of the NBA Cup. We want a clean sweep.
And Pete, can I ask you more?
You earned that one. I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And midway through the season, the injuries are starting to mount up. Both of these teams are at less than full strength. They have to figure out how to adapt.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then there's Mitchell, and it's the Beast in at the shooting guard. And for Dallas, they've got Collier, also Shepherd out there, and it's Lively in at the 5. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Here we go.
It'll be the Cavaliers off the tip. Here's the Beast. Outside Mitchell. Here's the Beast. And there's the rejection. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Here's the Beast. No good on the quick 3. And Dallas with possession. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Lively. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Salon. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Pass to Collier. Clock at 6. And here's Shepherd for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Here's the Beast. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and coach said we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance to the paint from his defense, B.A.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And it's Shepherd missing. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. The Beast passes to Mobley. Here's the Beast, covered by Lively. Here's the Beast. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Pass to Dadier. They set the screen. Now Wood. Here's the Beast. Connects from downtown. The Beast has got 5 points.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, coach might have had some words for him.
Collier, no good.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Here's the Beast. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the latest power rankings. We're still in December, but we are starting to see things take shape in the NBA. You look at Toronto, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, they've proven most people right. An outstanding team, a squad that's going to be very difficult to knock out.
Now here's Lively. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Pass to Collier. Screen by Lively. Let's go with a 3. Collier, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. Here's the Beast. Three-pointer off the mark.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
There is a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
To the inside, Shepard. Soft touch off the glass. Shepard's got 5.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Here's the Beast. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up. And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
A minute 35 left in the first quarter. Wood outside. Pass to Shepard. Here's Collier. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He came away with 34 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Benton. Back to Hunter. Benton on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First trip to the line for him here. And he drops a first. The Mavericks making a switch here. He does not get the second one. Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digit. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got a problem.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
Ed Gordon with the basket on the assist by Hunter.
Oh, the crazy athleticism of Gordon. It makes him a great option in pick-and-roll action.
Here's Dadier. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Davis with a screen on Hunter. Gauthier. And the three off target. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cleveland on top. They lead by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
We've got Davis, and it's Watson in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Great work by Davis in the screen roll. Good at making himself a big target in these situations.
To the middle. Here's the beast. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Marion. Yet to see a basket. Here's Gauthier. Another shot. And the layup is up and in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's the beast. He's got 10. And there it is for him.
You don't usually find guards with his height, and he knows how to use it.
Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. For the Cavaliers, Allen comes in for Diabate, and it's Mobley in for Gordon. And Cleveland has possession. 3-point lead. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
The beast shot is off.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Gauthier knocks it down from 7 feet. Gautier's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's the beast. Watson with a rebound.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. The beast shot is off.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing. Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Mitchell bullies his way inside.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
Here's Marion. No points yet. Here's Gauthier. The rebound by Allen.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Mitchell. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's the Beast. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. The Beast has got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. Cleveland, number 1.
Without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
Pass to Shepard. Wood outside. The 3 is up. Cavaliers with a rebound. Mobley's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Here's Hunter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
To the wing, right side. Here's Shepard. He's got 5. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. For 3, Collier. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Off the mark there with a 3. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Wood. The 3. It's not going to go for him. The Cavs trailing. Butler passes to Mobley. Shoots over Lively. And that misses. That would have put him up. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Wood. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. After this game, they can look forward to Philadelphia, where they'll match up against the 76ers. They'll be wrapping up a taxing 7-game road trip. Now here's Hunter. He's scoreless, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of this one. Screen by Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Batten can't get it to go. Here's Wood. Down low. Hunter with some nice D. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Mavericks ahead, leading by a point. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half of the game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Shepard. On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Salon in at the 3, the small forward. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here are the Cavaliers now. 4-point game. To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Now here's Wood. Still no points.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
The Beast, good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Dadier. 9 points in the game. Mobley grabs the board.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
The Beast, good.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Mavericks trail by 3. And Richard thinking about Donovan Mitchell. He just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. And it's blocked by Wood. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Here's the Beast. He's got 22. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. The Beast has got 9 points in the quarter.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Now here's Lively. No points so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
Pass to the Beast. And Dadier pulls it down. Dadier's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Shepard. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Jack's up at 3. Oh, nice shot by Dadier. Dadier's got 12.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Now Mitchell. He's got 5. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. And the Mavericks making a change here. Davis is checked in. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Dadier. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. It's a one-on-one situation. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. The Beast has got 29.
Maybe they expended too much energy in the first half. They just look tired here on the defensive end.
Here's Dadier. Screen by Lively. Fires the 3. Oh, nice shot by Dadier. Dadier's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The Beast passes to Mitchell. Pass to the Beast. Beyond the arc. That one no good. Oh, they get a hand on it. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Dadier. He's got 15. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. Another 3 for Dallas.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's the Beast. And Dadier pulls it down. Dadier's got 5 rebounds tonight. So both teams making some changes here. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. Here's Marion. Still without a bucket. For the tie. Dadier shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to Benton. And here is Green. They set the pick. Back to Gordon. Here's Benton. 4 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Dadier. Green covering. Over to the left wing. Screen by Watson. Here's Dadier. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Dadier's got 17 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Dadier. 17 points in the game. From deep. Can't get it to drop. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Cavaliers on top, up by 4, and will return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. We've got Davis. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Dadier. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes. Dadier's got 11 points here in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's the Beast. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's the Beast. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Dadier, shot is off. Cleveland leading by 4. Pass to the Beast. Back to Butler. Here's the Beast. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Stevens. Covered by Alexander Walker. Ooh, the D got there too late, and he'll go to the line. The first one falls. Shepard, he's checked in for Dallas. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mobley's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
He was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
The Mavericks making a switch here.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Shepard. Outside Watson. Here's Dadier. 5 to shoot. Dallas no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's the Beast. Cleveland again missing. The drive by Watson. Shot is up. A nice shot by Dadier. Dadier's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Davis. Now here's Watson. Here's Shepard. The putback. Ferocious work on the boards by Davis.
It's so hard trying to keep Davis off the glass. He's just so big, so strong, and has that athleticism.
The Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. And Davis with the block. Mobley, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To Shepard. To take the lead. Mobley grabs the board. And it's Butler with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Beast shot is off.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Here's Shepard. Takes a 3. Sinks it from distance. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. A different look for Dallas. Lively comes in for Anthony Davis. And Woods is subbed in for Watson. Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Butler.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Wood outside. Here's Shepard. There's the three. The rebound by Allen.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's the beast. And Dadier pulls it down. Dadier's got rebound number 8 now. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hunter's checked in. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Here's Mobley. Got it. Good job in the low post. Mobley's got his first 2 points of the night. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. A minute 35 left in the game. And it's Shepard missing. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mobley. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Dallas has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's Shepard. Puts it in off the killer crossover. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell powers it home.
The moment is never too big for Donovan Mitchell.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here comes Cleveland. Mobley finds Mitchell. And he sinks it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. From the high post. The rebound by Allen. And the Cavs with possession. They lead by 1. Outside, Alexander Walker. Mobley against Wood. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. .16 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And they go to the intentional foul. The first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Here's Dadier, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Just lost his head out there. It will happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
11 seconds left in the fourth. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
The 3 from Wood. Oh, the trifecta!
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Be careful. These fans boo silent, and you ain't no silent.
You're my favorite player, man. Always deliver.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Let's see some of the numbers here for Malik Monk.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved. a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with the beast. And it's Salon in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, we've got Tyrese Maxey. Vincent is out there with Collins. And there's Monk. And it's Peterson in at the 5. We've got ourselves an interesting matchup, Greg, in this one. One team more defensively focused. And the other side, an offensive team.
And Kevin, it should make for a compelling back and forth, right? A chance for both squads to test themselves and see which can impose their will on the other.
Now, here's Maxey. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Monk finds Collins. Cavaliers with the rebound. They are on a phenomenal run right now. 16 consecutive wins.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Shots good by the Beast. The Beast's got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Maxey. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's Maxey. On the clock. Floats one. It's rebounded by Salon. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
Front of mind tonight, Jared Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jared is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jared Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thank you, David. And here are the 76ers now. After the miss from the Beast, the shot by Monk is no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And slam dunk by Allen.
Well, Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Philadelphia's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Maxey against Mitchell. Launches a 3. Maxey, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Anderson, he's checked in for Monk. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
Pass to Collins. Collins setting the pick for Anderson. The 76ers with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's the Beast. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mobley. And the 3 off target. And for the 76ers, they're shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. Here's Vincent. Offensive rebound. Anderson wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's the Beast. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Now, here's Collins. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in the win against Memphis.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Salon. They lead by 1. Collins with it. Now guarded by the Beast. Outside Collins. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. To the right side. Lock at 6. D2 from Anderson. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Anderson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's the Beast. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And that one drops.
And in that pick-and-roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hands.
Here's the Beast. He's covered by Hawkins. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's his first trip to the line.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
That's good from Hawkins. So both teams changing it up here. And so Hawkins drills both of them. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Outside, Gordon. Here's Banton. Still scoreless. Off target from outside. Outside, Porter. Pass to Anderson. Maxey with it. Just 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers on top, up 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, well, what's your take?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Anderson. Atkins is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Porter. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. You think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally, is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Here's Porter, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And replayed through the first minute here in the second. He takes it in. He can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Anderson. Shoots a three. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. The 15-footer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Mitchell against Maxey. Driving inside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Alexander Walker passes to Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Bounce pass Maxey. To the inside, and Yama. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Peterson's checked in, and it's Malik Monk in for Hawkins. And Cleveland with a change here, too. The Beast, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now, here's Porter. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Offline with his 3. Cleveland leading by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He had 42 points, and the way he shot the ball from deep was incredible, making a number of 3 balls. He played outstanding. He didn't force anything and allowed him to take over on offense. Kevin, we'll see what he has in store tonight.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Anderson. Back to Porter. 4 on the clock. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
That one goes in. The Beasts got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So both teams making some changes here. Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. And you look at the Beast, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player
in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, I mean, he is an opportunistic scorer. I mean, he cashes in on every chance he gets. A lot of fun watching him just toying with opposing defenses, as long as you're not the player who has to guard him.
Green is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's the Beast. Sinks that one from the post. And that's 17 points for the Beast.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Anderson. 17 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Banton. 6-point lead. Here's the Beast. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
Now, here's Maxey. Monk left side. With some arc, some solid defense from the Beast.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. The Beast's got 21.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
It's deflected.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's Maxey. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Both free throws good from the Beast.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Maxey kicks to Monk. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And nothing is falling for him right now. For the finish, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's the Beast. And the layup falls. 27 points for him.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so it's Cleveland in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column, they're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
All right, guys, let's move on and see the latest injury report from across the league.
They're much less explosive without Ja Morant. And then the numbers are hard to make up for points and assists when this guy's not in the game.
Yeah, not having a producer like him out there, that's a real stress test for their lineups. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today. Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And checking out the stats for Tyrese Maxey, a strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
On the court for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell is out there with the Beast, and it's Salon in at the 3 spot. Monk, the pass to Maxey. Here's Peterson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Salon. Allen right side. No one near him. And the jumper is on the mark. Allen's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Cleveland. Out to the wing. Monk outside. And here's Collins from outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Mitchell. Monk grabs the board.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Looking to get back on track here. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And give credit to Maxey for just being aggressive inside, earning that whistle in the process.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing that that was the right call.
And this is the time.
The previous play is under review.
Constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
The first free throw is good. Maxey hits them both. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's the Beast. It's tipped.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
The beast. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Monk.
Yeah, easy call.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That free throw good from the beast. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The 76ers trail by 15. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And that one's good. Maxey.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And you always like to see aggressive defense, and then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in for Evan Mobley. And it's Butler in for Mitchell. Here's the beast. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Shots good by the beast.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Vincent. And here is Monk. Fires the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Solon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And here is Monk. 7 points in the game. Pass to Vincent. Clock at 6. Here's the floater. And it's laid in by Maxey. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, what a sweet shot by Maxey. Not putting too much behind it.
Cavaliers moving the ball around while they're passing to the beast. Here's Solon. He has yet to score. No one covering. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Vincent. Bangs home the trifecta. Vincent's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
1:16 left here in the 3rd quarter. Outside Collins. Back to Monk. And he finishes nicely on the way. Monk's got 9.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's the beast. Kicks it out to Allen. Right wing. Here's the beast. Allen outside. Pass to the beast. They shoot again. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Monk's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Over to the left wing. Here's Peterson. Allen defending. Here's Monk. It's deflected. Hunter finds Butler to the paint. Here's the beast. Good, and Butler gets the assist. The Beasts got 40 points.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Puts up a deep three, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Cleveland with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Porter. He's out there with Anderson. And it's Peterson in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Porter looking it over. Pass to Peterson. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Butler. Now, Alexander Walker. Driving in. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for the 76ers. It's an 18-point game. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Peterson. Now, Alexander Walker. Now here's Butler. Alexander Walker with the ball. To the middle. Picks it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Good work there as it goes.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 18. Pass to Peterson. And here is Monk. No good on the triple.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Butler attacking and slam dunk by Butler.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Mitchell, he's checked in for Cleveland. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bounce pass, Maxey. Here's Peterson. Hits the jump hook. Peterson's got his first basket.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Mitchell passes to Alexander Walker. And the layup's good off the glass. That's 7 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Maxey with the screen on Gordon. Vincent misses. Cleveland leading by 20. Now here's Mitchell. Inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
That's just big-time playmaking ability from Donovan Mitchell. This guy working the defense to create a shot opportunity.
Pass to Collins. There's the triple. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one. Collins comes over with the double team. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Banton. 6 to shoot. No good from outside.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Monk with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. From deep, Collins drills it from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They lead by 19. Here's the beast. Pass to Salon. Here's the beast. And the shot goes down. The beast's got 42 in the game.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Maxey kicks to Collins. Over in the corner, Vincent. Lets the 3 fly. Maxey, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Beast.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition, yet the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's a foul called on the Beast. That's foul number 2 for him. And Cleveland making a change here. Here's Peterson. Hits the three-point bomb.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It's Allen on the wing. 5 on the clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maxey with it. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, man. This is it. I'm out.